BMore92Q.com, home of Ricky Smiley and Non-Stop Jams. Finally, she is here. What's up, Kandi?
What's up?
First off, you had me tripping last week on the Real Housewives when you got upset when you did not win that race.
Oh, it's heated because, no, this is what happened. I had beat her twice earlier that day. And then when it was time for the actual race to happen, I had a guy in the car telling me where I was supposed to stop and stuff. But when the actual race happened, they just told me stop at the cones. So I let off the gas when we got to the cones, but I guess the red light was like after the cones. But so I didn't think that was fair. That's why I was like, we need to do it again. And then she's like, nah, I ain't resting my car again. I'm like, girl.
What is Kandi Koated Nights?
Kandi Koated Nights is just an internet talk show that I do with some of my friends. And we basically talk about sex and relationships. Real open and honest. Mostly about sex. And it's every hump day Wednesday at 10 p.m. on the internet. And we have a following.
That's how. Are you looking to turn into a regular TV show?
Yeah, I think I would. I would like to eventually.
Now on the show we seen you working with Kim. Why? You can use that talent with somebody else.
Well, the thing in the beginning when I first got on the show, when she first talked to me about working with her, for me it was just a thing of showing you. I like the underdog. I'm one of those type of people. I like to see the underdog win. So I was just trying to help her. Save face because everybody had been dogging her from the year before. Right. So I just was, just showing you that people can dog you out all they want to, but if you have the right team behind you and if you believe in yourself, you can take it to the next level, and it's nothing anybody can do about it.
On the show, we seen you with one of Baltimore's finest. We thought he was going to be one of the first ladies of Baltimore next.
Oh, did you now? Yeah, he's cool people. You talking about Willis?
Will.
Yeah, he's cool people. We just friends though. It didn't go any further. I mean, we hung out for a while, but it just didn't go any
Just friends now. This Tuesday is so big for you.
Yes.
Kandi Koated is in stores.
Yes. Well, the Kandi Koated is actually the name of my entertainment company, Kandi Koated Entertainment, and I just was kind of just taking the brand and kept going with it. But I just said that I wanted to name my album Kandi Koated because when I think about something that's candy coated, I think like ice cream with a candy coated topping or candy apples, and it's basically you taking something good and making it that much better, like a little treat. I wrote a majority of it, but I did like Neo. He wrote a song on the album, and he's on it. And then I collaborated with my girl Tiny. We did a duet together. And of course, she helped write it. And then it's like 2 other songs on the album that I collaborated with some writing. I just kind of was like, I wanted it to be a real R&B album. So I didn't add a lot of hip hop tracks to this album. It was mostly it's just real R&B.
Now you said you and Tiny got a song in there, and maybe I missed this. Why did Escape really break up?
Well, after our second album, Tasha, she told us she wanted to do a solo thing. And basically she told the label she wasn't going to record the third album unless they gave her permission to. Wow. And they did. So Def ended up giving her a solo deal or whatever. And basically we went into recording the third album knowing that we were going into an indefinite hiatus. Her album never came out, but that is the reason why we all just had to start to think about doing other things. Right. And at first, Tiny and we were talking about doing a duet together. I was like, hey, look, we got to figure out something to do because I was like, we need some money. Right. So I told her, let's start working on a duo project with just me and Tiny, and we started writing songs for our duo. And that was when we did No Scrubs because that was our song at first. We did it for ourselves, and it got on TLC, and I just started writing for everybody after that.
Do you ever miss being in the group?
Yeah, sometimes I do.
Getting back to the album, you got a song there called Lucky. And a while ago when the Fantasia situation came out, I think it was maybe a demo of that song.
Yeah, she had did a demo of the song. Okay. I had wrote the song with my friend KP Malay, and Tasia had demoed the song. Okay. She didn't even know that guy when she demoed it. Okay. I think somebody purposely did that, tried to leak her, tried to make it look bad, tried to create drama. But she didn't even know that song was not about that relationship or anything. And, you know, it was kind of messed up that they did it like that, because even before they leaked it, we know she wasn't using it on that. We wasn't putting it on that album. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, wow, that's not cool.
After the death of AJ and the cameras were there, how did you find the strength to cope with all the cameras in your face and everything?
Right. For me, I deal with death differently than a lot of people. I'm kind of numb when it comes to death. I lost my brother when I was 15, and I feel like ever since then, nothing can really affect me the same. But I'm one of those type of people, like, I just don't like to talk about death. I think I more so suppress my feelings or whatever, and I just try to bury myself in my work. Some people just want to sit around and reminisce on pictures and old videos.
You got to stay busy.
I have to stay busy. I don't like thinking about that stuff, because then you want to go into depression and cry. I don't want to do it.
Right. And even on the album, you got a song, Having Love Right.
Yeah, I dedicate that song to him, because I wrote the song before he passed away. But it was like, you know, after we broke up or whatever, I just felt like, you know, you start dating again, you don't have that same connection. So that was what the song was about. And then after he passed away, I even more so felt that way. So that's why I was like, I'm definitely using this song on my album, because it described how I felt.
If you had to describe the music on your album right now, what would you say it is?
It's like real R&B, but at the same time, it's like a tribute to the time of escape. Because to me, I feel like when I was, you know, to finish up the album, I was trying to think, okay, I wanted a real strong R&B album, and what R&B albums, you know, I love the most, and it was our group, Escape. I mean, we were known for the real hot ballads, mid-tempos or whatever, and so that's why my album is mostly ballads and mid-tempos. Like, I'm known for writing a lot of fast and up to pop records for other people, but for myself, I wanted to do a real classic album.
True R&B.
So true R&B. So I did something that I feel like is classic and can still, all those songs can still play, you know, 15 years from now.
The priceless, timeless music. How's the tour been going for you and Fantasia and Eric Benet?
The tour has been great.
We saw you here last month.
Yeah. The tour was great. It has been great. I mean, it's been a month and a half now that we've been doing a tour, and we're on like a 1 or 2 week break before we go back and finish our last few dates. But it's weird, because I feel like a new artist, but at the same time, when I get on stage, people show me love like I never left. So it's different kind of feeling, but it's great. The TV show, actually, we're the #1 show from ages 18 to 49 on cable, so it's like we have a wide audience, so like a crazy range, and it crosses all boundaries as far as race and sex or whatever, as far as the people who watch the TV show. Now with the concert, it's more of an adult crowd, but for this tour, but that's why I signed on for this tour, because with my album being very R&B, of course you're gonna have, your adult crowd, they're gonna go out and support that. Now, it's weird because in the past few years I've jumped on other records like E40 record, or I'll be doing stuff with Rashida, Georgia Peach, and all the rap stuff. But so all the younger crowd knows that. Like it's funny because like our group was out, Escape first came out in 93. So I guess, everybody from late 20s, all the way through the 30s and 40s would know Escape. But like the teenage crowd, they didn't really know Escape except for like the old videos they see on MTV Jams and stuff like that. But they'll know E40 all day, the You and That record, or they'll know, they'll come and ask me, when is Peach Candy coming out? You know what I mean? So it's weird, like the difference. But I have like one of those, I don't know, I'm one of those artists that kind of like fit in the middle. Like I have, fans that are a lot younger, and then fans that are a lot older too. So
do you think that Real House of Atlanta, I see that as a marketing tool for Kandi the artist, do you think it's working?
I definitely think so. A lot of people that were fans of me as an artist back then, they're like, well, they didn't know what I've been doing. They didn't know that I had been writing hits for other people. The show let them see that. Or, I have a store in Atlanta, a boutique called Tags.
Right.
Even with Kandi Koated Nights, it's like I have gained a following on the internet, but now that it's been on the show, even more people, that's all, everywhere I go, people was like, Kandi Koated Nights! You know what I'm saying? So it's helping everything that I'm doing.
Can you give us an idea of the season finale of the show.
You are a good month away from the finale.
Okay.
This is our longest season ever.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll this Sunday and next Sunday you'll be new episodes, and then we'll go on the little Christmas break.
Right.
You know how they play the reruns
Make
for like
you
2
mad.
weeks. But then it comes back with all new episodes in January, and so I think until we do the reunion. So I think the reunion special is like the first week in February.
Wow,
so you're gonna see us all the way through then. So it's gonna be a lot you're gonna see. It's a promo tour that me and Kim go on. We go on this tour on the tour bus and hit like a couple of different cities, and you're gonna see that. It's a lot.
Did you blow up anybody else yet?
Oh, her assistant, Sweetie, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I don't know how much. See, we don't get to see the episodes, so I don't know what all they show from it. So I'm not really sure what all you gonna see. But she kind of like ticked me off real bad one day.